Start right now.
Stand by for WRDO's Dead Beat, a public tragedy designed to provide boredom for people trying to sleep. The WRDO multi-cannon string system allows both sides of the conversation to be heard over radio station WRDO. And now, here's your Dead Beat moderator, Mr. Walt Bored.
Good evening and welcome to Dead Beat over WRDO in Kansas City, Missouri. And the topic for discussion tonight was Chillingworth a sinful person? Doesn't that sound exciting? Well, we're going to have almost 20 minutes of exciting discussion on that right after an open line. We're going to start things off right here. Our first caller is ready. What is your telephone number, please? Okay, and your name?
Stan Plaster.
Yes, Mr. Plaster.
Yes. Well, go on.
Well, yes, sir. This is an open line for a short time, and we thought you might have something to say.
Oh, Grunt, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what time is it? What time is it?
It's about 18 till 10.
Well, I was sound asleep, and I turned on your radio, and you woke me up, and I complained. Complain.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for complaining.
Well, I gotta
We've lost a caller. Let's go on to our next caller on WRDO Nightbeat right after this commercial announcement. You're on.
Commercial. Good morning. This is Gary for Gary. For Gary what?
That's up to you. Okay, thanks for that commercial, Gary. Let's move on to our next caller. Our caller is ready. It sounds like a lady. What is your number, please, ma'am? Okay, and your name?
Oh, yak. Well, I have something important to say. I'm for Governor Wallace. And,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You're for Governor Wallace?
Yes, I'm for Governor Wallace.
Why?
Because I'm for him.
Pardon?
I'm for him.
You're for him?
Yes.
Is that why you're going to vote for him?
Yes, that is why.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Another intelligent caller on WRDO Nightbeat. Let's move once more to line 7. And your telephone number, please. And your name.
Do I have to give it on the air?
No, you can give it off the air.
Okay.
What is it? Okay, that was off the air. Now, what do you have to say, Mr. Smith?
I'm from Tennis Root Toilet Company, and we've just made a new device called
That's good. Well, thank you for calling, sir. Yes. Well, goodbye. Well, I think it's time about now to get over to our discussion, was Chillingworth a sinful person? I would like to introduce to you now two experts on the subject, pro and con. Now, Michael McFudd.
Yes.
Any opening comments you'd like to make for our vast listening audience?
He was a good man. Yes.
Okay, and the other expert, the negative side of the argument, Peter Puh.
No.
Brilliant. Okay, let's move right along to our, do you either one of you have anything to say before we start besides yes and no?
Yes, I would like to say that
I might note that you are Peter Puh, the man that says Chillingworth was not a sinful person.
No, I think he is a sinful person.
Oh, sorry.
That's my negative view. I think
I
he's
think he's a good guy, really.
So,
All right, well, let's get
Yes.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Meet outside after the show.
Gotcha.
That's
yeah.
all right with me.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move right along to our first caller. Your number, please. Hello? Hello? Okay, just make sure you're there. Your number, please. It's right there on the telephone. Little round thing in the middle. Yes. Yes. Okay, and your name?
Bill Bodine.
Bill Bodine?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Do you have any question, and to whom would you like it
Yes,
directed?
I'd like to talk to Mr. McFadden.
Okay.
And Mr. McFadden?
Yes.
Yeah, if Roger Chillingworth is such a good doctor, why does he use his knowledge of medicine to make the good Reverend Dimsdale suffer?
Roger Chillingworth was deeply affected by the scene that he was greeted with when he arrived in the colony of Massachusetts after his 2 years' absence from his wife Hester. He swore to get back at the man who put the shame on his wife, and the only way that he could accomplish his revenge is to use his knowledge of medicine and the effects it has on his subjects. This shows that Chillingworth was basically a good man.
That was very interesting, wasn't it?
Yes, that answered my question.
Okay. What was your name again?
That was Bill Bodine.
Bill Bodine. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bill. You may be receiving a brick in the mail.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, bye.
Yes.
We really get some weird ones. Okay, let's move right along to the next call. Before we do anything else, what is your telephone number, please? Hey, that's pretty good. And your name?
Velma Brown.
Who?
Velma. V-E-L-M-A.
Velma Brown.
Yes.
Okay. Any relation to Michael McFudd? Never mind. He's here tonight, incidentally, if you want to talk to him.
No thanks.
No thanks. Okay.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Pudd.
Peter Puh.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Puh.
Yes.
Chillingworth wanted Dimsdale to confess. However, he didn't want him to confess in public. Could you tell me why this is so?
Yes, I can.
You might repeat the question. The lady is rather illiterate. It's sort of difficult to understand her question.
You want me to repeat it?
No, just answer it. Forget it.
Right. Chillingworth wants Dimsdale to confess, but not to the public, because he wants to be sure that this is the right man so that no innocent victim will be brought into the scene. If he can get Dimsdale to confess, Chillingworth uses his medicine to do his evil deeds to the soul of Dimsdale, and this proves that Chillingworth was an evil man.
Was an evil man.
I got my doctorate degree.
Duh. You got nothing of the sort, Mr. Puh. Okay, did that answer your question, Miss?
Oh, thank you, you handsome W.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
Good night. Goodbye. Okay, I think it's time for us to break away for a commercial. And here's the commercial.
Cohen Baxter Incorporated. Insurance Company at Brotherhood Block. MA1 3136.
Hey, that was pretty good, considering. So let's move on to our next call. What is your telephone number, please? Just Niagara? Okay, and your name?
Bart Cohen.
Bart Cohen.
Yes,
Oh, was that last commercial dedicated to you?
I'm afraid so. I complain a little bit too about that.
Okay, well, why don't we go on to the next question?
Okay, I'd like to talk to Mr. McFadden.
Yes.
He said yes.
He did.
Turn your radio up, sir.
All right. If Chillingworth's anger was justified, what was his sin?
Roger Chillingworth's sin was that he took the role of God into his own hands. Dimsdale's punishment is set by Chillingworth, who has no right to condemn a man for what he has done.
For what he has done, that's what it says there.
This is the major role of the Supreme Being.
Who typed out the idiot cards?
I don't know.
I did.
Whoever Why WHST?
Don't knock it.
Okay, well, did that answer your question?
Mm.
Whether it did or not, that's all we've got on it, on that particular note card, so we've got to move on to the next call.
Mm.
Bye.
Mhm.
Our next call is waiting on line 729. Your telephone number is...
FI23210.
Your telephone number has just been given out over the air, which means you're going to be receiving 127 prank calls tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye. The next caller is here. Your telephone number, please. Okay, and your name?
John J. Egger.
John J. Egger.
Mm-hmm.
John J. Egger. John J. I like that.
Are you related to the Egger man who invaded one of Senator Coach's house? No, okay.
No, I'm not.
No.
Afraid not.
Little humor there.
Very little.
Let's go on to the next question. Do you have
I'd like
one?
to talk to Mr. Parr.
I'm here.
How did Chillingworth force himself on other people, and especially his wife, Esther?
Roger Chillingworth used his dynamic personality to overcome a person's doubt about him. This is true mainly with Hester, who actually didn't love Chillingworth. However, Chillingworth convinced Hester to marry him, and he thought the marriage would be successful when and if Hester learned to love him. And this proves that Chillingworth did not care about other people, only about himself.
That is very interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, did you get that?
Yes, I think I did. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yes.
Our next caller is here. Your number, please. Okay, and your name?
Melvin Erickson.
Melvin Erickson?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'd like to talk to Mr. McFarb.
Okay.
I like the way you say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Weird.
Is Mr. McFarb there?
No, he's
Yes.
not dead. He's here.
That's what I said.
Okay, let's go. Hurry up.
Okay. What was the public's opinion of Roger Chillingworth?
The public thought Roger Chillingworth was a good man because he took good care of the Reverend Mr. Dimsdale. Chillingworth used his ability to deceive people to make this reaction possible.
Do you have a minor bird? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye. Our next caller is here. What is your number, please? Okay, and your name?
Clarence Gee.
Who?
Clarence Gee.
Clarence Gee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd like to talk
I'll buy that.
to Mr. Parr.
Well, I wish
Shoot
you'd hurry
away.
up, because we're running short of tape.
Yes, sir. What caused Chillingworth to reject his conscience's opinion over the violent thoughts of his mind?
Chillingworth was shocked by the scene he was greeted with, as I've already pointed out earlier. His conscience tells him to be merciful and forgive Dimsdale for what he has done, but his heart tells him to bar no holds in his attempt to totally ruin Dimsdale and his reputation with the people. This points out that Chillingworth is a rotten, mean, crummy guy.
Got that?
Sure enough, boss.
Thanks a lot. Bye. Whoops, wrong phone there to hang up. Okay, gotcha. The next call is waiting on line 2. Your telephone number, please. That's pretty good. Your name?
Reverend Calvin Johnson.
I remember making a prank call to your house when I was a youth.
Oh, you dirty little kid.
Yeah. Ask the question.
I'd like to talk to Mr. McFadden.
Cruddy show.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Bill.
What were Roger Chillingworth's sins?
Roger Chillingworth's 2 sins were these. First, his sin against nature was that he thought that Hester could learn to love him, but that this is against human nature, to make someone love somebody they don't love. Secondly, he sinned against Dimsdale, when he spent every waking hour torturing Dimsdale, which he had no right to do in the first place.
What would you do if I got rid of your idiot cards, you idiot?
Well, I better.
Hello.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yes, I did.
I bet
did.
nobody else did.
You nasty little boy. You.
Bye.
Yeah.
Our next caller is here. There aren't any more. Well, we ran out of idiot cards and questions and the whole bit, and we're running out of tape, too, really. So let's close things out with a call on open line. What is your telephone number, please? Okay, and your name.
Guess who?
That's pretty good. I can't, though, so just say what you have to say.
I would like to ask why this show is still on the air. Program.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for listening to Night Beat tonight. We'll have an expert on nothing tomorrow night. You've been listening to WRDO's Dead Beat.